Welcome, pretty family. We are so excited to introduce our brand new WILDHEART Preset and Profile collection, the first release in our Evolution series. For the first time ever, this new collection harnesses the power of Lightroom profiles used in combination with presets to make your editing faster, more simple, and more powerful than ever before. Now, if you're a longtime user of Pretty Presets, you will know that this is the first time we're offering profiles together with our presets. And you may be wondering what profiles are. Similar to presets, profiles make adjustments to your image and are applied with one click. But because profiles are created using advanced color grading features and other adjustments that go far beyond what presets can do by themselves, they are so much more powerful. Profiles can be combined with other presets, or they can be used independently to create consistent and truly stunning image enhancements. They also don't affect your sliders, so additional presets can be added, and edits can be made at any time before applying a profile. And the opacity or strength of profile adjustments can easily be increased or decreased using a simple amount slider, allowing you to fine-tune your results. Now let's just quickly touch on how to install profiles and presets. The great thing about this is that profiles and presets are installed the exact same way and can actually be installed at the same time. There's no need to install them separately. So simply open your Lightroom Classic or your Lightroom, go to File, and Import Develop Profiles and Presets if you're in Lightroom Classic, and import profiles and presets if you're in Lightroom. Clicking on this button will open a window that allows you to navigate to where your zipped file that you downloaded is. You click on the zipped file, you click import, and you're done. Both the profiles and presets will be installed at the same time. So now let's jump into the fun part and get right to editing so you can see exactly how to use these new tools to speed up your workflow. We're going to start with this first beautiful image here. We're going to add the preset WILDHEART 6. You can see when we add a preset, we get our amount slider up here. This will allow us to adjust the amount of the preset, how much opacity the preset has, and we could make adjustments down just to our exact taste, however we would like. I actually like the original amount and think I'll keep it about there for now. Now, every time you add a preset, you're also going to be adding a new profile that's included with this collection. With this image, Chrysalis is the profile that's been added. If I come down here and click on Browse, I've added all of these profiles to my favorites, so you'll see them there, but for you, you'll probably need to scroll down and find the folder that says PP WILDHEART Profiles. Chrysalis is the first one here, and I'm just going to hover over each of these so you can kind of see what they look like. Another favorite for this image is Moon Mist. I really like that as well. So with the profile, you also have the ability to adjust the amount of the profile, just like you have the ability to adjust this with the preset. The one thing that you will need to know is once you start changing the profile and adjusting the amount of the profile, you're going to lose the ability to adjust your preset amount over here. So I think that's just something good to keep in mind, that the more you play around and adjust things over here, you're not going to be able to adjust the amount value over here anymore. And if I close this, you'll see that still doesn't show up. And that same applies for if you adjust any of these sliders in the basic panel. Any adjustments you start to make over here is going to remove the ability for you to adjust the amount over here. So probably apply your preset, kind of get the amount where you want, then come over here and begin making adjustments. Now that we've gone through the complete editing process with one of these photos, let's go through some more photos and just showcase some more beautiful edits and before and afters and just see what this collection can do. Let's come over here to this first image. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click on WILDHEART 4, and with one click that image just looks beautiful. I'm just going to scroll through some of these others so that we can see that almost any one of these presets would apply beautifully to this image with just one click. With very little editing, very little slider adjustment, you can have a beautiful edit. If I click on this next image, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to choose WILDHEART 6. And then I really love the bold punch with this image too. I'm just going to reduce the exposure just a touch. And then you can see before and after what a beautiful transformation we've made to this image. Now if I quickly reset that edit and then come over here and just scroll through some of these other presets, you can see that many of these presets could edit this image beautifully in just one click. So many beautiful tones with each of those. Let's come over here to this one. Let's go up to WILDHEART 3. Really just with one click, that is beautiful. But let's add a tiny bit of exposure. And then maybe even a little bit of warmth. Again, let's look at it before and after. Just such a pretty edit in just a couple of clicks. It's one of my favorite things about this collection. Now if we come over here to this last image right here, let's come over and click on WILDHEART 8. You can see this is just a little bit dark with this edit, so let's just bump up the exposure just a tiny bit. Still too much. Let's go right here. Let's adjust our white balance. I'm going to give this quite a bit of warmth because I think it will look beautiful like that, but I'm also going to have to adjust the tint too. Let's just bump up the tint just a little bit. And you can see with it before and after, we've got a beautiful edit with just a couple of clicks on that one. Now let's go back to this first image again. I'm going to show you a beautiful black and white. We can click here on WILDHEART 9. One click, we've got a beautiful black and white. And then these post presets, again, we're able to add some pretty grain. My favorite is this first grain, but there's also two other grain options here too that will give you a beautiful edit with grain. So just one more quick little tip. You can also adjust the amount of each post preset. They have been created with that in mind. So feel free to come up here and use the amount slider to reduce the grain or the boldness of bold punch just to fit the image you're editing exactly. And that is really the magic of this collection. It is so customizable. These presets are compatible with Lightroom Classic and Lightroom. If you're a Creative Cloud subscriber, then you can install these in Lightroom and they will sync directly over to Lightroom Mobile as well. This was so much fun. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed this preview of the new WILDHEART Creative Profiles and Presets for Lightroom. We can't wait to see all the beautiful edits that you create with this collection.